All right, so you know how we love to dig into the unexpected connections, right? This time we're taking a deep dive into something pretty wild, digital immortality, but through the lens of an ancient Tamil text called the Nanakaral.
Yeah, talk about a fascinating contrast. It really makes you think about, like, the core desires driving both of these things.
Totally. On one hand, you've got Silicon Valley trying to upload our brains to the cloud, and on the other, you've got this ancient text talking about ending rebirth.
It really makes you wonder what they might have in common, right? Like, are they both just different approaches to the same fundamental human longing?
Exactly. So, to wrap our heads around all of this, we have to start with the basics. For those of us who aren't exactly experts in ancient Tamil literature, what exactly is the Nanakaral?
So think of it kind of like a timeless guide filled with these really concise, powerful verses on how to live a good and meaningful life.
Like the Spark Notes on living a good life.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It covers everything from ethics and morality to love, knowledge, and even good governance. It's been super influential in Tamil literature and culture for centuries.
Wow. Okay, so where does this whole ending rebirth idea come in?
So within this vast text, there's a whole chapter, chapter 18, specifically dedicated to this concept they call Pirapu Aruthal, which basically means ending rebirth.
Okay, so when they say ending rebirth, are we talking reincarnation here?
Kind of, but it goes deeper than just dodging another trip back to the material world. It's
Yeah.
more about achieving this total spiritual liberation, breaking free from the entire cycle of death and rebirth altogether.
Wow. Okay, so how do we get to that point? What does the Nanakaral say is the key to ending this cycle?
Well, a big part of it revolves around inner transformation, like detaching yourself from worldly desires, cultivating virtues like compassion, wisdom, nonviolence, all that good stuff. The idea is to ultimately realize the true nature of your own self.
And what is the true nature of the self, according to the Nanakaral?
They see it as this boundless eternal essence, not limited by our physical bodies or this earthly existence. It's about reaching a state where even the fear of death has no power over you because you've had a glimpse of something so much bigger.
That's pretty profound, and you're saying this ancient text, this Nanakaral, might have something to tell us about digital immortality.
Think about it. We've got tech folks pouring resources into projects like Open Worm. Ever heard of that?
I can't say that I have. Tell me more.
So it's this attempt to map and create a digital replica of a worm's entire nervous system.
World.
Yeah, it's simple, but the implications are huge. The idea is if they can map and replicate something as complex as the human brain someday, we could theoretically transfer our consciousness into a digital form and boom, digital immortality.
Whoa! It's like hitting save on your consciousness, huh? So you're saying there might be a common thread between this ancient wisdom and, the quest for digital immortality.
Right. It's like though they're trying to transcend the limitations of our physical selves, even if they're coming at it from totally opposite directions.
It really makes you wonder if the Nanakral might have some wisdom to offer these tech folks, huh?
Definitely. Imagine if you could upload your consciousness, but still be bound by the same desires, anxieties, and limitations that followed you in this life. Would that really be transcendence, or would it just be more of the same, just in a digital package?
Right. It's like maybe true liberation isn't about where your consciousness exists, but the state of that consciousness.
Totally. And that's something worth pondering, no matter where you stand on technology or spirituality.
I think you just blew a few minds out there.
Maybe that's the first step to ending rebirth. Who knows?
There you go. So, if you want to delve even deeper, we'll be posting some resources about the nanocurl and this whole idea of ending rebirth over on our website. It's a fascinating rabbit hole to go down.
Definitely worth checking out, even if you're not planning on uploading your consciousness to the cloud anytime soon.
Exactly. Until next time.
Happy deep diving.